Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Space Engineers with your host, Salendo the Silver Dragon. I wanted to do a test today. Actually, no, I didn't save my settings. Just a quick little test on something regarding sorting blocks and airflow oxygen systems. Let's see here. I need conveyor blocks. Yep. I also wanted that one, yes. Okay. Now, what I wanted to test was some of the oxygen some of the mechanics regarding airflow. I understand. I did a small test prior to this that involved these particular devices pumping air into other devices. I basically plugged in like a bunch of these particular oxygen generators into a alternative system where the supply. Get that back in. Won't flip that around. There we go. Okay, those should be filling up right now, basically, because even if I set this to whitelist, which means nothing except on the list is allowed through, I can't talk today. The oxygen tanks, yeah, see? If I click on it, keep clicking on it, it re-updates and it's still filling up. All of these are still filling up despite that. So, yeah. That's the general factor I wanted to make a point about, is that despite the sorting system being on whitelist, it allows whatever to come through. And I'm going to go ahead and just build a whole bunch of these on top of each other, and that should make this go really fast, I think. Oxygen tank. Yeah, that's going a lot faster. Okay, that's all I wanted to make sure right there. Now, what I want to do is hook this up here to here. Let's just make a quick little room here. Oopsie. Put that back. I want this. You know, I'm gonna just rearrange it because I like it looking a little bit fancy, even though it's just for a test, for the sake of a test. Okay. This is for the sake of a test. Actually, I'm gonna just quickly assemble this particular little box. Ah! Keep pushing the wrong gosh darn buttons. Okay, let's see. Okay. So. You didn't place right. Come on. There we go. There we go. Just do that. This way. And then one more on top. And that should seal it up. Right? Yes. Now there's oxygen getting inside. Okay. I'll just make a quick little access hatch here. Put a door on it. Question, does this allow air through? Like that? Yes. Now, double question. Does it block air if... Oh, and yes, if that's blocked. Okay. I was just curious about that little doodad, because I haven't tested that one. Anyway. Moving right along. There we go. air coming through, seal that. Okay. Yes, okay. So now we've got our air supply. And there. Our airflow system is prepared. Now, what I wanted to test was regarding some of the sorting system mechanics, because it seemed to have some issues, though it might have been just because of the extra oxygen constantly flowing out. So what I want to test now is... Actually, you know what? Just get rid of these. I don't need those. We'll just set it an oxygen thing right there. Okay? As I understand it, it should just basically pull right into there without any regard for the system once I tell it to depressurize into there. So, can I please with that? Thank you. Now, air vent, depressurize. And, it is not depressurizing. Really? Really? Huh. That's interesting, because when I had it something hooked up kind of like to another alternative room on the other side. Let's do an example, because I did test this before, and it allowed air back through the sorting system. This is important for me to know, because I am planning on working on putting in sorting machines, and I didn't want air to escape certain containment protocol operations. I'm basically going to have to duplicate the previous... Alright, that's already on my bar. Okay, there we go. Just basically duplicate the room once more. Just quickly assemble this quick and dirty little container to get the job done. Like so. Okay. Nope. There we go. Come on. There we go. And then one more up here. And now, according to that, the oxygen, yes, now it can get into there, but it's not. Still not going. Let's try turning it back off and on again. See if that works. I'm fine. Depressurize. Huh. I wonder if that was a bug that was recently fixed. Because when I depressurized this room in a previous area, it would go right through the sorting block despite the connection and went back into another room just like this. But in this situation, the air is not actually making its way through despite that. So now my question is it because it's directly connected to the air pipe, or is it something else? So I'm going to quickly... It might have been just fixed, basically, but this is a test to make sure everything is working as intended. Still not emptying. Let's try it again. Air vent. You are now saying like, oh, I'm okay. Yeah, it's all pressurized in here. And then depressurize. Still not depressurizing. Okay. Yes, I know, if I just stuck an air tank on here, it would depressurize immediately. I'm trying to test sorting system regarding it. And apparently it's not allowing air through. So here's a question. Can I add to this list air, oxygen, as a particular item to go through? I don't see oxygen on the list. Or air. What if I added ice? Would ice count? Probably not, but... Is it emptying? No. Okay, so I made ice available. Let's check that list a little bit more carefully. Automatic rifle, cobalt, cumbered. gravity, hand drill, ice, interior. Plate, no. Apparently no oxygen allowance provided there. Now, since this blocks air from going this way, and air can go through it this way, I'm guessing that it is filtering the air as originally expected. So now what I'm going to think about trying to do is putting an inverted one that goes the other way. But it will also be whitelisted. This one is whitelisted too, right? Because I'll just double check. Yes. Wait, no. Blacklist. Are they both blacklist? No. Okay, you are supposed to be blacklist. No, wait. No, they're both supposed to be whitelist. Ah, getting mixed up. Now I'm wondering if by switching it to a whitelist, if air managed to flow through. No, it didn't. Okay. So it still couldn't go back the other way. Now is the test to see if air will flow now the other way. Aha, depressurized. Okay. Okay. Now. Yes, so it is blocking the air. Now, reverse flow. And it should go the other way. Yeah. And now that one's pressurized. Okay. Okay. So it is definitely working as it should. So whatever experience I had previously must have been fixed. Okay. So that means that if I'm going to design a system that doesn't allow oxygen to go back out, or anything else for that matter, away, what we want to do is something kind of akin to this. Oop. Give me one more. So that's basically kind of the idea I need to go for. I mean, this is in relative, this particular idea here means that air can flow into this oxygen tank and then fill it up, but nothing else can, theoretically. That's the plan anyway. If I set this to whitelist and I set up a handful of these behind it, it should be filling the oxygen tank, I believe. I can't see it. Ah, there we go. Okay, yeah, it is filling up. Okay. This is important for me. As a plan I had regarding this, I wanted air to flow into a system of air tanks through all the modules in my Project Modular. I wanted all the air to flow into the tanks, and then the tanks would retain a certain amount of oxygen at all times. And the vents would fill a room using that oxygen. But we don't want any of the air going back out so much, because we don't want air going back out would have been fine, but what I didn't want is items utilizing this pipe network to go out that way, because I don't want items utilizing this network. This is air only, airflow only. So I need to put in these kind of systems to help eliminate sorting issues. That's basically what I wanted to do there. Is there anything else I need to mention or to myself? So oxygen flow. Yeah. Okay. Fairly straightforward. Sorting system. I think the sorting system should have like an oxygen option on here. Just an idea for the devs if they ever actually see this. I imagine they might figure it out, or might have already planned that out themselves, but The ability to filter oxygen would be a great idea, I think. Just for regular usages. Yeah, so filtering oxygen and allowing it to go in and out. Also, I think what we could also use is maybe like a two-way sorting system that allows certain resources to pass through, but not other resources. So it'd be like, oh, you can go through this way and this way, but but a certain resource can't go this way, and a certain resource can't go that way. Or basically like two-way sorting mechanism. I mean, technically you can just do this kind of thing that I just did. Basically this thing over here. I can just do this to help it organize it. But it would be more compact if you just had a two-way sorting system block. That's just the personal thought. Anyway, yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah. I just wanted to briefly show this off before I actually implemented it. I figured I was going to test something. I tested it. The oxygen is not going back into here when this isn't here. Correct? Yeah, that's set to deplete. And then I'll just go back over here and quickly... which one of you is on depressurize? Yeah, you. And then you depressurize. And now that I removed that little kink there, yeah, this one's not depleting. So, yeah, this... Originally, when that one would depressurize, something like this would fill up. I don't know why it was doing that, but I guess it was fixed. So, bug fixes, great stuff. So I don't need to worry about that anymore. I can just go ahead and work on my design. One more thing I wanted to test was if oxygen can flow through... I just realized this. Can oxygen flow through a sorting engine if you turn it off? This is a good thing to test. So now that's off. Can oxygen flow into that tank? It's on the other side. Yeah, oxygen's still going in. Okay, so even though the sorting system is off, it's still letting air through. I also wanted to quickly test and see if a sorting system will allow other resources through, if it's off, and if it will allow them both ways or just otherwise settings. It's just kind of a personal thing. I don't know about this, so I figured it'd be nice to test on camera. Now let's see here. If we put in, say, like some... I need some uranium. Or, yeah, just some uranium, sure. Uranium ain't good. Let's say one of these. Drop that in there. Okay. And then if we run over here, it's off now, so... Uranium... Can I... No, I cannot. Okay, so it won't allow anything through if that sorting system is off. Now, that would also mean that if I put like a reactor here that's like saying, oh, I want this material, can you give it to me? It won't get it until I turn the sorting system back on. And then it'll get the uranium, right? Yep, there it is, filling up right now. Okay, so yeah, you can turn a sorting system off to prevent resources from flowing through. But you can also... So actually, I can just go ahead and turn these off in the in my other thing, so they don't have to be drawing power. They just need to be there to prevent items from flowing through. And then, if they're off, yeah, they don't allow anything to go through. So that's cool. That's very cool. I like that. Very simple. Okay. So, yeah, that's it. I'll be recording, so Linvo out.